What company has big plans in Arkansas and whose reserves are seeing a boost in capacity? Which Australian company has increased its production output? All this and more when we come back. Hello and welcome back to Energy Scout News and Information. I'm your host, Reb Byers. Today's segment will focus on production within the energy industry. And breaking news, Sterling Energy has a new fondness for the Lone Star State. The Marlin No. 1 well reportedly made a large gas discovery. The California-based company says that the well has been drilled to a total depth of 15,000 feet and tested at a rate of 3.4 million cubic feet of gas per day. Sterling hopes to get its first sales from the find by next month. In other news, Blaze Energy Corporation has announced that it has 3 more wells producing natural gas on the Fayetteville Shale located in Arkansas. The additional wells bring their total to 9 wells, the first of which was drilled in late December of last year. The company has been steadily increasing its wells at a rate of over 1 per week since the project was started. The company said that it expects the momentum to continue and production levels should increase throughout the year. Now let's take a further look at other news in the energy industry. Aurora Oil and Gas Corporation has released the analysis of their reserves for 2007. The company was able to increase reserves to 14 billion cubic feet equivalent since the end of 2006. This brings their total proved reserves to 167 billion cubic feet equivalent, of which 70% is proved developed. Aurora credits their successful drilling and production activities, which helped them replace their proved reserves at a cost of less than $1 per million cubic feet. Samson Oil and Gas is reporting that the fracture stimulation at their North Harstead well was successful last month. The well is now producing between 290 and 380 barrels of oil per day and is averaging at about 305. The 4,800-foot horizontal well was only producing at a rate of 68 barrels of oil per day before the fracture stimulation. The company says the well is not cased over the productive section of the dolomitic limestone it is producing from. It's time once again for our market numbers, but first let's take a look at our leaders and laggards. Crude oil is up 41 cents to $110.33. Natural gas is also up 22 cents to $10.23. In fuel this week, diesel is averaging at $3.81 and regular is averaging at $3.22. In strange news today, sometimes people bite off more than they can chew. Take a look.
I noticed this little brown mark that's right in here. Okay? And at first I just thought it was dye.
Problem was, it wasn't.
And I wanted to see what it was underneath, so I had taken the knife and was going like this, and I hit something hard. At that point, I flipped it over like this, and the bullet was right in here, and I stuck it in there, and it popped right out onto the counter.
Angie Hernandez's reaction, one of shock.
Oh my God. I said, that could have been dangerous.
Well, you know what they say, beef, it's what's for dinner. And that's it for today's Energy Headlines. Be sure to check out our website daily at EnergyScout.com for up-to-date rig counts and company information. And be sure to stay tuned with us tomorrow. We will take a look at drilling within the energy industry. For Energy Scout News and Information, I'm your host, Reb Byers.
And outside, the debate rages. Oil, energy, the environment. It is the story of our time, and it is definitive and all-encompassing, and it leaves no one untouched. Because make no mistake, this isn't just about oil companies. This is about you and me, and the undeniable truth that at this moment there are 6.5 billion people on this planet. And by year's end, there'll be another 73 million. And every one of us will need energy to live. Where will it come from? This is our challenge each day. Because for today and tomorrow and the foreseeable future, our lives demand oil. But what's also true is that we can provide it more intelligently, more efficiently, more respectfully. That we'll never stop looking for alternatives. That an oil company can practice and espouse conservation. Yes, we are an oil company, but right now we're also providing natural gas, solar, hydrogen, geothermal. Because we live on this planet too. This is who we are, in 180 countries. Not corporate titans, but men and women of vision. 58,000 citizens of the world, liberals and conservatives, engineers and scientists, pipeline welders and geologists, husbands and wives, part-time poets and coaches, people who daily try to find newer ways, cleaner ways to power the world. Humans have always reached for what seemed impossible, because it is then that we find a way. Tell us it can't be done. Then watch as we tap the greatest source of energy in the world. Ourselves. This is the power of human energy.